Yes, friends. In this video, we give date of call. With using of customer ID, duration, purchase amount, representative, and date of call, we want to create a dynamic dashboard. Dashboard is what? It's called pivot chart, right? Represent of the pivot chart is called as dashboard. Now, here we will ID, duration, purchase amount, representative, and date of call is available. Now, I'm copy this data and copy in the new Excel workbook. Here is a new Excel workbook and copy this data. Now, what is the data meaning? First, we will understand that customer ID on the basis of customer ID duration is available. On the basis of duration, purchase amount and representative and date of call is available. If the customer ID is 08, duration 114, purchase amount is 42 and representative 03, it's handled. Here is a 11 and you can see here representative 2, 5 and 1 it will be handled. If one customer ID handled by the another representative. Now we want to create 4 pivot table. On the basis of 4 pivot table, we want to create particular data. On the basis of this data, we want to create a particular chart. First, what is a pivot? First, we will create the pivot table, then we will create the pivot chart. On the basis of pivot chart, we create a relationship. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is my valuable data. Now, first, customer wise report is created. Customer or purchase amount report is created. Customer wise purchase amount. Customer wise purchase amount is created. Second, customer wise total purchase amount is created. This is first chart. Month wise create pivot table. Third, range wise create pivot table. Range wise create pivot table, customer wise create pivot table, and the last is representative wise create the pivot table. Right? First, customer wise, month wise, range wise. Range, it means that particular range wise, it's 0 to 30 range wise, 30 to 60 range wise, 60 to 90 range wise, and above 90 range wise. We want to create a range wise data. Here, range is how to find out the range. Here is a duration is available. So you know about that particular duration, it will talk into your mobile phone. At that time, you have to particular amount you have to pay. So you want to pay the particular purchase amount with the range wise, you can use this. Month wise create the pivot table, representative wise create the pivot table, customer wise create the pivot table, customer and purchase amount wise create the pivot table. That's why we can use this pivot table. First, customer wise, second, month wise, third, range wise, and fourth, representative wise. All the pivot table connect with yourself. First pivot table connect with the second pivot table connect with the third pivot table connect with the fourth. So all the pivot table is connect with each other. So make sure that each pivot table connect with the other pivot table. So if you want to use this each pivot table connect with other, you have to work this. So now you make sure that each one pivot table is connect with the other pivot table. Now we want to create a customer wise report is created, month wise report is created, range wise report is created, representative wise report is created. We want created 4 pivot table. On the basis of 4 pivot table, we want to create a link, and after create a link, we want to create a pivot table connection. So if you want to use the pivot table connection with using of this data, we want to create it. Customers wise report is created, month wise report is created, range wise report is created. So on the basis of this one, we want to create a 4 pivot table. On the basis of 4 pivot table, on the basis of 4 pivot table, we want to create a connection. Now, how to use this customer wise report? First, insert pivot table, table range. Here is your table range, and okay. Customer wise purchase amount total. This is first. Customer wise purchase amount total is created. Month wise create the pivot table, range wise create pivot table, and representative wise create pivot table. Second, month wise create pivot table. Insert pivot table, okay. Month wise create a pivot table. So if you want to use the month wise create pivot table on the basis of date, you want to create it by using of what? Month. Text function, value, and format. You want to create the month and month wise create pivot table, but we cannot find this particular data on the basis of this value. So we want to delete this value. On the basis of delete this value, insert pivot table, and we want to create a date of call wise purchase amount total. Now you can see here, this is a group functionality, and month and year, we can select the month and year, month and year, group functionality, month and year, and okay. So now group functionality is clear. This is called as P2. The third one is range functionality. I think so in a previous session, we want to create the range functionality and all these things. So we have a quickly revise of this one. This is called as P3. And last is representative wise pivot table. P1, P2, P3, P4, right? Now I want to create here pivot chart. P1, P2, P3, and P4. Four pivot table it will be created, right? From this one, we have to grouping not for 10, it's for 50. Right. Now I want to create a pivot chart, and now we can particular move the chart in a sheet number 8. If it is P2, then move the chart sheet number 8. If it is P3, then move the chart sheet number 8. If it is P4, then right click, then move the chart sheet number 8. So this is first sheet, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. Now you can see here all other chart is created from your side. So make sure that all the value it's created from your side. You have to create first this value which create the chart. Now fourth chart, it will be connect with another chart. So exact pivot chart connection, this is called as dashboard. You want to create the dashboard, right? This is fourth chart. Now we want to create slicer of this chart. First, customer ID slicer. Second, slicer for date of call slicer. Third slicer is duration slicer. And fourth slicer value is representative wise slicer. We want to create it. Right. Now I want to create every slicer in a different color. Customer ID, duration, representative, date of call, this is date of call. So different slicer with different value. Now if you want to create this particular design on the basis of the particular data. For example, here's the color of a customer, this one. Here is a purchase amount of September, October, November, December, color of this one. Here is a duration of this value. This one, and here is a color value is green. So here is a different color with different value. You can see here different color with this different value. So this is called as a particular value with a particular chart. This is called dashboard. You want to create it. Now, if you want to use this one value, if I am putting here second value, if I am putting here 6 number value, you can see here, you can check the particular dashboard value. Now, if you want to use this value with different value, you can see here, if it is I'm created here the different chart. This is a change the chart type. If I'm here changing of chart type, so here a different chart wise value is fetched. Now you can see here I am selecting value of two values. If I'm selecting two values, if I'm going from layout wise, then data label is coming from center side. Here is a data label coming from center side. Here is also data label coming from the show, and here also data label showing wise. So you can see here the data value. With this value, we can show the data also. So within using of this value, we can show the data value also. So make sure that all other value with this value, we can show the data. So here is a data value. With this show this value, we can show this value. So here we will create a multiple value with this multiple data. Now I am creating this different pivot table with this different functionality. With using of this functionality, September, November, December of this functionality, we want to show the value here. Now when I'm clicking here, you can see only one data is coming. When I'm clicking here, the two data is coming from your side, and the two data value. When I'm clicking here, the three values, then three data is coming, right? So 1, 2, 3 value is coming from your side. So now you have to clear that what the data and what is your value it want to create it. Customer ID, date of call, duration and representative. All the value is now clear about that. Now we want to connection of this two pivot table. So if you want to create the connection with this two pivot table, we want to create it. Right click, pivot table connection. First pivot table connect with another 4 pivot table. Second pivot table connection. Here is a second pivot table connection. Connect with another 4 pivot table. Then the fourth pivot table connection. Now it want to create a different connectivity with a different chart. Pivot table 1, pivot table 3, pivot table 5. This is called connection. This is called as a pivot table connection with another pivot table, right? Another pivot table with this value. So customer ID, date of call, duration. Here is a duration. Representative wise, we want to create a data with a representative wise. So now you have to check that when we have a change the data in one, at that time, if I'm not changing here the data, at that time all the table, it will be all the chart, it will be changeable. So now you have to clear that when we have a changing in one pivot table, at that time it will be changeable another pivot table, right? Size and property, if here is a size and property, then if you want to use the positions and layout, number of column is 2, you want to create the number of column 2. Right click and here is a number of column. number of column 2. Right click and here is a number of column. Right click and here is a number of column 2. Number of column value is 2. Now you can see here number of column value with this data. So you can see the data according to number of column. This is number of column. This is called as number of column. You can see here the value. Here you can also show the number of column value. So whenever changing in one value, at that time it will be changeable another value also. So now we want to create a perfect pivot chart. So you have to clear idea about the how to connectivity this chart. Now you can see here, this is one dashboard. You want to create a one dashboard for particular height and width. It will be set from particular heights and widths. So if you want to set this heights and width, you want to create this one. If I'm selecting here three values, September, October, November, December, at that time you want to show here, this is September and October value. If you want to select any two values, on the basis of two values, we want to create a different pivot chart. Now you have to clear idea, clear picture about the why we have a customer ID, date of call, duration, and representative device. If you want to create a two values, if you want to create a four values, if I want to create another two values here, so you want to create it on the basis of two values. You want to create this value from here. November, September, October, November, this is value. This is customer ID, duration, and representative device. So here is a customer ID, date of call, duration, and representative device. We want to fetch the data. On the basis of fetching of this data, we want to find out exact data, right? So now you have to clear idea about this data with customer ID, date of call, duration, and representative device. We have to want to value find out. So now this point you will be clear about that. What is a dashboard, on which basic you want to use it from dashboard. So make sure that all the dashboard with using of this value we want to find out this. So make sure that now you have to clear idea about this one. We want to create a different dashboard, different design here also. Different functionality we want to create it. Different chart we want to also create this different chart. This is 4 chart. If you want to create this 4 chart, you want to create this value. On the basis of this value, we want to create a different charts on this value. So we want to create it. If you want to create a data table, data label, access titles value, change chart titles value, you want to create a particular chart. So you have to clear idea about this particular charts on here is representative. Here is a chart of this is a chart of duration. This is a chart of 1088 and this is a value from 2 to 51. I think so this is a duration. This is month-wise chart. Month-wise chart is clear. Duration-wise chart is clear. Customer ID-wise chart is clear. Month chart-wise. Here is a chart from month-wise. Here is a chart from customer ID-wise. First chart is customer ID, second chart is month, third chart is duration, and fourth chart is representative wise. So now you have to clear idea about what we want to create a chart. On the basis of chart, how to create a relationship. So if you want to create a relationship on the basis of the chart, you want to create this particular relationship. So on the basis of this relation, we want to create the relationship between the another value. So now you have to clear idea about the data with the connectivity. With using of data and connectivity, we want to create a different chart with a different value. So we want to create it. Now we have to clear idea about the how to connectivity with the how to create a chart. So you have to particular data with the connectivity, right friends? Thank you, and data connection with this chart also.